to this meeting of Parliament, which should have been public meeting number 24 for today, Friday, March 8th. Allow me, before continuing, to extend best wishes to all women all around the world, and very specially to all of the women on St. Martin who work and toil every day, take care of their families, and just exhibiting a very strong character, resilience. These are but some of the characteristics of the St. Martin women. To all of you, happy International Women's Day. At this time, I note that we do not have a quorum to start this public meeting of Parliament. I would ensure that that is not the case by having the members who are present, by having that listing done. I ask the Secretary at this time to do a roll call in order to establish the members present and determine whether there is a quorum or not. Mrs. Groengums, could you please?
Siddharth Belani.
Present.
Rolando Bryson. Chanel Brownbill. Egbert Doran.
Present.
Christopher Emmanuel.
Present.
Theodore Heiliger. Artwell Arian.
Present.
Silveria Jacobs. Tamara Leonard. William Marlin. Luke Mercelina.
Present.
Franklin Meyers. Claude Peterson.
Present.
Sarah Westcott Williams.
Present. It is hereby established that only 7 members of Parliament are present this morning, and that is not sufficient for a public meeting of Parliament to commence. I have received notice of absence for this meeting from the members Heiliger, Jacobs, Marlin, and Leonard. As is required, a process verbal of this gathering shall be made up, and at this time I hereby close the gathering, informing the members of Parliament that this meeting will be convened once again as soon as possible. I want to thank the members of Parliament who came out for this meeting. I need to add here that this meeting, had it gone ahead, is a very important meeting not only for the Parliament but also for St. Martin. So I really appreciate those of you who have come out to the meeting, and call on all of the members of Parliament who can make it to when this meeting is called again to please try your utmost to be part of the meeting. That is a request that I make. So I see MP Arian seemingly wanting to know if this meeting will be called today still.
But I want to know if there's a possibility to have the meeting called. Good morning, Madam Chair. Good morning to the female colleagues, to all of those viewing. Madam Chair, would it be a possibility to reconvene the meeting today?
Yes, that is very well possible, and it is my intention to look at that. It's not a matter of seconding, but I do appreciate your support. But yes, that is my intention, because actually we don't have a meeting. We're talking in public, but it's a gathering. I could not open a meeting to have like proposals and seconds and stuff like that. But yes, to answer the question that has been posed, it is my intention. I can inform you that I will be looking at 1 p.m. That's a possibility right now, given the overall schedule. I might even adjust the schedule of Parliament, but that's where we stand right now. So once again, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being tuned into this meeting, and I will be informing you as soon as possible when this meeting shall be called again. The gathering that we have had is hereby closed.
been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NV.
I would like to say these wishes directly from Bogota, Colombia. This is Mrs. Claire Elshot, President of the Windward Islands Chamber of Labor Union and also President of the Windward Islands Teachers Union. Happy International Women's Day to all the women strong of St. Martin. As chairlady of the Status of Women's Committee of the Windward Islands Teachers Union, we regret not being able to organize a more festive event to celebrate and commemorate the strong women and leaders who have contributed by means of their advocacy and their tireless contribution in bringing the awareness and campaigning for women's rights. Their active role and participation in workshops, lectures, panel discussions, and also conferences locally, regionally, and internationally have paved the path and the way for a number of rights and benefits to be adopted for women on the whole and working women with regards to their social, economical, and political status. Gender equality, development, and peace are recurrent topics of discussion, but policies that address the restructuring of women's agenda, enhancing women's capacity and capacity building to take full advantage of the economic changes and the issues such as poverty, violence, and especially domestic violence, sexual abuse, and sexual harassment in the workplace are strategic objective of this all. The voice of the women's organization started in the steering committees in the mid-70s in St. Martin. I would like to mention some of the women in leading positions in these committees, like the late Monica Apon, who advocated in the UN, United Nations, and at Beijing 2000 platform, and even in CARIWA, the Caribbean Women's Association. She was mostly accompanied by two others who have also joined her in their heavenly glory, which is Miss Eulalie Myers, affectionately known to us as Miss Lally, and Mrs. Ivy Sherwood Fleming. A living legend among us and also part of that group of pioneer women is Elsha Boss, who has also contributed with those other departed sisters to the development of women and women's rights in St. Martin. A big thank you to them. I am extremely proud and would like to congratulate the business and professional women of Concordia for having a young candidate Miss Luciana Vieira Gomez to represent St. Martin at the 63rd Status of Women's Commission meeting in the United Nations from March the 11th to the 22nd of this year. This is a historic and significant moment for us all as women, and we wish her wisdom and Godspeed as she would partake in these discussions to also be able to gain knowledge on the different areas. The theme of this year's International Women's Conference, I would sum it up very shortly: think equal, build smart, and innovate for changes. This International Women's Day is a time to reflect on the progress made and what needs to be done to fulfill that development in girls and those innovations in the women of today. I would like to wish all the girls and women of all walks of life, and also the working women, a happy Women's Day. Professional women, teachers, nurses, doctors, police officers, hospitality workers, business women, and secretaries and managers of businesses, women in the clergy and in state service, women in politics, and especially our Prime Minister, the Honorable Leona Marlin. Among others, you make St. Martin women strong. So while going about the different activities for this day, I hope that everyone would have an enjoyable and reflective Women's Day on St. Martin. Thank you, Claire Elshot, President of the Windward Islands Teachers Union and also President of the Windward Islands Chamber of Labor Union. To all affiliated members of all these unions, please also accept my congratulatory message. Thank you.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact WIB today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices. The Windward Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
Who you're for.
I believe that the time has come for us as residents of St. Martin to ask ourselves, where do I stand? I say this because as we continue to write the next chapter in the St. Martin story, we will each be confronted with two choices: either to be a part of the solution or part of the hindrance of progress. That day may be many years away, but when your child or children, grandchild or grandchildren, ask you, where were you when it all happened? Or where did you stand back then? Can you look them in their eyes and comfortably say, I stood for St. Martin? In a democracy, there are times when we may individually disagree, but opportunities such as these are the ones that should strengthen our bond. And when the history books are written, I pray it shows a united St. Martin with its people, boasting proudly, I stood for St. Martin. We must show strength and character that allows us to uphold human decency and fundamental rights of our people. Doing this includes protecting them against whatever we see going wrong or goes too far. Why do we continue to wait until it affects us personally? Remember, it can happen in your family. Today, again, I extend my sincere wishes of strength to the family and friends of the Honourable Member of Parliament, Theo Heiliger. Over the past days, the sadness has increased over one of our country's greatest leaders. And though it may seem dark now, know that you are in my thoughts and prayers as we continue to look towards a brighter day.
Hello St. Martin, my name is Stephanie Medina and I play football with the Walichi Women's Soccer team. I have represented St. Martin in many different games, for example the Dutch Caribbean Women's Soccer Cup. I played against Bonaire, Aruba and Curacao right here in this stadium. Sports matter to me because it makes me happy, it keeps me fit and healthy, and it is very fun. So I asked the business community to take on this challenge and help us rebuild our facilities. And I also asked the community to nominate the local businesses in your area and take on the challenge and step up for sport. Why? Because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sport Facebook page for more information. Hashtag sports matter, hashtag are you in?
In my opinion, everything is perfect and you would be great for the job. But I see here that there's a 2-year gap in your resume. What did you do?
I was hospitalized for mental illness.
Oh, mental illness?
I've undergone treatment and I have a wonderful family that supports me.
Well, that is good news.
No, it's fine. I'm recovered.
We'll contact you, okay?
For a better understanding of mental health and what you can do to stop mental health stigma, please go to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Children Parade every year is getting bigger and bigger. As you are part of the community, would you like to see the Children Parade get much more bigger than how it is, especially getting the schools to come out?
Definitely, and I again congratulate all the schools and the teachers. Again, this is volunteer that they are doing after school programs and so forth to get a costume made there and then in the schools. And yes, we encourage all the schools to take part because again, it is thanks to them that there is a carnival. But as you mentioned, more and more over the years, we see more and more schools taking part. So which means the message is getting across and everyone want to take part. So we encourage them and we definitely will be looking forward to seeing them next year.
For next year, we have started discussion already with stakeholders and our members, of course, on certain things that we're going to be tweaking up, but we have intention of maintaining the same format that we have, which is on the waterfront, which is accessible to everyone, and going to tweak up a few events in order to enhance them to make it even better than this year. Our objective, of course, every year is for it to be better than next year. So again, calling out to the population for it to be bigger and better than this year. Reaching out to the local press, it has been a struggle for us because we had someone who was supposed to handle that part for us, but last minute they were not able, and we were not able to find someone to replace. So that's where we had some struggle. However, there was a lot more funds that were put into the marketing where videos is concerned, promotion. We were able to get the St. Kitts and Nevis Carnival Committee on board with us this year, as we had 2 bands who were there. So there we got that exposure. By them coming there, they were able to talk about their participation and contribution to Carnival on the French side. And we also had promotion and articles in the French paper in Guadeloupe as well. So the promotion was, I would say, on the local scene in the papers, it was less important, but on the outside it was more important actually, and this is something that we're going to have to tackle for next year, and we're definitely looking into it. However, I have to say that it did not hinder again the participation of the people, because we made sure that on air every radio station was talking about Carnival this year.
Now I will turn to the government and ask them, is there any plans in place to, build a village up to that you can keep all the entertainment instead of you have to be moving from here to there? I know there used to be I understand the hurricane come and it did some complaint, but any plans on how to build a better festival village?
Of course, that's for sure. We definitely have something in the making. Of course, since Irma, we definitely have to rethink and redraw. So with that being said, the old auditorium will be turning into a festival area. We call it the Red Gate Festival Center. But however, where the Carnival Village itself is concerned, there are discussion in the pipeline that will have them in a stable position that they won't be having to move back and forth. So of course all of this takes time, and being in a government position today, there's a lot of refereeing that needs to be done with finances and funds that we receive. So again, we thank the Carnival Committee for reaching out and also understanding our input and our request of having it on the waterfront for, we said 3 years, right, Luciana? 3 years, so you had 2018, 19, and then we'll do it again in 2020. And with this is actually helping the rebuilding of this destination, where we're hoping that the tourism end, we are able to do packages with the hotels, the car rentals, and so forth, and hoping that the restaurants and all the businesses see this as a win-win situation, and they also play the game. So again, doing it on this format, of course, it is costly, because the Carnival Committee don't get to really make, they don't get to make no income. I applaud them because I see they had a bar, so at least they know they are making a step forward. But again, we need to remember that this year, Carnival is just not the Carnival Committee's job. And Luciana said it best when she said that we need everyone to participate. So even with putting it on this format that costs a lot of money to give you a free event, we need your participation, but we have no choice. in refereeing and stating what is first and what is priority. We believe that in this format, it's helping us with the reconstruction of this destination.
So this is the end of Carnival 2019. We'd like to thank our main sponsors. Without whom this would not have been possible. The Collectivité de Saint-Martin, the Office du Tourisme, Presidente, UTS, and Soundmasters, and all the other sponsors who participated and contributed to this Carnival this season, somewhere, somehow, and made this possible. Again, we'd like to thank all the population, everyone who came out and made this event successful, because your participation is what makes the event successful. So again, thank you, and we're giving you rendezvous next year for a bigger and better We Culture We Fed 2020.
First of all, I wish to do apologize for my hat. Of course, with this rainy weather, you were not sure what to get. Again, I want to say thank you all for participating. Thank you all for making this a success. But a big thank you to Mrs. Luciana Raspai and her entire team for having the vision, the passion, the will, of course, to do this volunteer work to help preserve our culture. Let them know that they can always count on us at the government and also tourism office, because we do know and we do believe that Carnival is not just of them, but this is our culture, and of course, we fit. Thank you guys very much for all that you have done. We had a tremendous show. I'm a big fan of the We Showdown, where we got our local artists to perform and have them to put on a show like none other. So again, thank each and every one of you for the participation. Thank all the troops, thank all the schools, and a big thank you for the Carnival Committee for a tremendous job.